Hey guys, welcome to a brand new episode of I'm Latoya Renee. If you are new here, welcome. If you've been here before, hey y'all. Today is our week 49 GLP-1 update.
Don't play with it, don't be dishonest. Still not understanding.
I'd say, how did we get here? But it's very clear and obvious how we got here. We injected ourselves with Wegovy or compounded semaglutide for 49 weeks, give or take. Because I say that because if y'all are new here, y'all probably don't know, I had a myomectomy in October of 2024. I had to stop taking that med, I think for like 4 or 6 weeks. So I have not injected myself for 49 consecutive weeks, but I've been on this journey for sure for 49 consecutive weeks. And I feel good, guys. I feel so good. I feel so good. I am just amazed at how my body is transformed, not just from a weight standpoint, not just from a muscle mass standpoint, but also from a flexibility standpoint. Y'all, I'm sitting here in the car right now, right? Why my leg up? Why was I sitting Indian style a few minutes ago? Like, I wasn't doing that stuff before. When I did that, it was like a massive stretch in my thighs, hamstrings and quads more specifically, massive stretch in my hips. It was uncomfortable. I didn't like it. And now I'm just naturally going into positions that I didn't, get into before. So like I'm sitting here knee up, and when I'm sitting in a chair, I'm crossing my legs. Y'all, I'm not even exaggerating. I couldn't cross my legs at 2:30, not comfortably. And some of y'all can probably relate to that. But now I'm just naturally crossing my legs and with ease and comfort. Just being able to move your body better. I can scratch any part of my back, no issues. I can lotion any part of my back, no issues. These are things people don't think about. You know what I mean? Like, I can paint my toenails with ease and it not hurt. Or I'm not like trying to get in some awkward position to reach my toes or anything like that. TMI alert, I can see my lady parts looking straight down. Yeah, if you know, you know, right? And so I'm so grateful that I went on ahead and jumped on this journey. I'm so grateful that I didn't let the taboo-ness, made up a word there. I didn't let the fact that, oh my gosh, you're taking this med like all the celebrities and you're gonna melt away and look, all these different things that people have a tendency to say about GLP-1 meds. I'm so glad that I did not let any of that sit and linger in my brain. I'm so glad that I went on ahead and went on this journey. I'm so glad that I trusted my healthcare provider who, was like, yeah, let's do this. My doctor, he's been my primary care for 18 years now. We have a great rapport. I love this man dearly. The day he retires, my world is going to come crashing down. Being dramatic. But I love him dearly. He's also my mother's primary care. He listens to his patient. If he does not know, he gonna sit there and research with you and take all the time he needs. And when my 18-year-old self was like, oh my gosh, he's a doctor, he should know and he shouldn't have to. But like me in my mid to late 30s, I'm like, sit back, doc. I'll cross my legs, take all the time you need, because I want to make sure we on the same page, that I'm getting the absolute best care. And there have been times where he's like, let me think about that, or let me research more on that. Let me look at the data. Or, like for example, I went to the doctor and I said, I'm not going to be able to continue to stay on compounded semaglutide for various reasons, whatever. And I was like, can I go on like phentermine, which will suppress your appetite? And he was thinking about it. He was like, I don't know that there's any research to show that this is a transition that, going from GLP-1 to phentermine, that is successful or that would be helpful. But I'm gonna look into it. And he went on ahead and prescribed it for me. I have not started taking it yet, but like, he was like, I'm gonna look at some research, see if I can find something. I want to educate myself more on this, and then I'll get back to you. And he always gets back to me. And I appreciate that. I mean, you know, for some people, they want their doctor to know everything. For me, at this big old age, I understand that every day there's new data, there's new research, there's new something coming out. It is impossible to keep up with it all. But being someone who is a lifelong learner is what's most important to me. The fact that he is retirement age and still choosing to learn and make sure his patients are educated and informed, to him not just be like, well, for the last 20, 30 years, this is what I've done, so this is what we're going to do. He's willing to evolve and grow, listen to opinions and thoughts. And sometimes he says no. He's not a yes man. Sometimes he says no. But I'm so grateful that he was my primary care, that he's the one who prescribed this medication, that he's the one that when I showed up a couple weeks ago, he was like, you are a success story. I'm so proud of you. You look amazing. And then even more importantly, he's like, how do you feel? Like, and not just how do you feel physically, how do you feel mentally? How do you feel moving forward? Like, that's invaluable to me, to have a provider who gives a beep. I don't know how I got on that tangent about my wonderful doctor. But I am just so happy with the transformation in my life. I think, you know what? I think I was talking about how he was like, I'm fine with your weight, but I understand your concerns about it continue to progress. And then once I told him about, you know, hey, I've been sleeping on 2-3 pillows, he's like, yeah, we don't need this to progress into something else. So I think that's where I was going with the whole, you know, story about my doc. I feel good mentally, I feel good physically, and I feel like I look good too. And that is exciting for me. I feel like I am even more motivated to work on my body now that I've lost this weight. I'm devastated if I can't make it to the gym. You know, I'm going to the gym literally whenever I can. So even if that's after dark, I'm going. Even if that's wee hours of the morning, I'm going. Like, it's that important to me to work on my body. And if y'all have looked at some of my more recent posts of me working out, I posted a video where I said, oh, I burned over 400 calories in an hour, which in reality, I should have burned more, but I had camera issues. It slowed me down, blah, 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 blah. It was really supposed to be a 500 calorie video, but it's fine. I'll post one day, because I usually burn 500 or so calories when I go to the gym, because I take it that seriously when I go. I'm not, you know, doing a couple reps, playing on my phone, you know, which if that's you, that's fine. That's great. Whatever works best for you. But like, I'm so, for lack of a better word, obsessed with the transformation that I've made, that I'm like, oh my gosh, Toya, we got to get these arms, we got to get this stomach, we got to get these quads, girl, you got to get them glutes up, like, oh, and that back, like, we got to get this back tone. Like, I'm so obsessed with crafting and sculpting my body now, and I'm not trying to be, you know, able to get into some competitions, you know, and stuff like that. I'm just trying to, like, build the body that I've wanted. You know what I mean? Like, it's attainable. Like, I'm this far away from being, you know, the shape that I want to be. And so it's so exciting. And I think mentally it's great for me, because it's giving me something to, like, put a ton of energy in. It's giving me something to feel good about. And, like, quite honestly, when I'm exercising, it's like all the weight of things just, it just goes. And I'm just focusing on improving myself and becoming a better person, not only for myself, but for my children. And I love that. And my kids are seeing that. And so that's dope too, because they know they're learning to care more about their actual health and how they feel. And I love that for them, right? Let's transition over into another topic. If you read the title, you know, things didn't go the way they typically go this week. I was 155 last week in week 48. I am now very close to 158. I'm like 157 point something. Initially, you know, you want to keep seeing the number go down. But then I have to remind myself, Toya, you sitting here building muscle left and right. Like, have you seen yourself in that video you just posted? Like, sis, you got arms, your quads are coming in, and that back, that back is looking good, girl. Like, we have to have our back out all summer if I can. So, with that being said, that's me giving myself grace and knowing that the scale does not dictate my health or how I feel or even how I look. I mean, I have a coworker, a male coworker, who is someone who takes really good care of his body, and he's like, Toya, you're at the point now where you're gonna start seeing that scale go up because you're building so much muscle mass. Like, he's like, you just showed me this video where you have definitely started sculpting your body in a way that the scale is going to go up in a good way. And so I have to remind myself and give myself grace that, like, you know, it is okay to be one whatever, or, you know, like, for the scale to go up, you know, because especially if you're toned, and if you're toning, and in fact, he's like, you're probably gonna get to 170, so don't be, you know, freaking out or nothing like that. He's like, you're on the path to gaining quite a bit of muscle mass, and so be confident and love that and not look at the scale. And so I encourage y'all to do the same, especially if you're exercising and working out along with your GLP-1 journey. You're gonna see the numbers drop, but then it might start picking back up. So I'm okay with the almost 3-pound weight gain. Quite honestly, being in the 150s was never the goal. Not mad at it, but it was never the goal. And so, yeah, we've gained close to 3 pounds this week. I think I have one more dosage of compounded semaglutide in my fridge, y'all. So that'll be 96 units. And then after that, I don't have nothing else. So the journey moving forward will be, you know, in relation to keeping the weight off. Gosh, I hope I'm able to keep the weight off. I feel like I've got some good tools in my toolkit to keep the weight off. I'm hoping to prove some folks wrong, quite honestly, that are like, oh, you're gonna gain all the weight back. But regardless, I feel amazing, and I'm so, for lack of a better word, addicted to how comfortable I am in my skin now that I have no choice but to make it a priority to continue eating well, continue moving my body, not giving myself opportunity to make any excuses, things like that, to maintain this and make this a true lifestyle change. If you're someone like me, realizing that you are able to do things that you could not do before, it's a game changer for your confidence, for your self-esteem, how you feel about yourself. It's a game changer, and I'm here for it. If you like the content that I'm offering to you, please make sure that you hit that like button as well as that subscribe button, so that when new content posts, you're one of the first people to see it. It also helps this channel grow, guys. Of course, as always, I will be posting new content here very soon. I thoroughly enjoy being on YouTube, guys. I enjoy it so much. You guys don't know how important you guys have been on this journey with me. Stay tuned, guys. Bye.